So hi guys, welcome back to another stream. Yesterday I do not play the game because of the lot of network issue, lot of bugs in the network problem. My broadband is not working yesterday, but today I solved this problem and start the game without wasting time. Pepe returns the game. So guys, without wasting time, let's play the game without wasting time. Let's play with division 3. Started in the division 3 and let's see where we go. Let's start.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want.
Milan finding their passes. Kaká. Shot a goal! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's managed to get free. Played in deep. And Messi! No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And that's gone loose. Quarter of an hour played. Out towards the flank. What a throw in.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Kaká! Denied by an instinctive save.
Kaká clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Good running, strong and purposeful. Park Ji-sung purring through the gears. Knocks it into space. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Caceres. Now it's Pepe. So just a one early goal to report. Decent chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
He won't be happy with that one. He's picked his way through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Costa Curta.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. De Ligt. And it's Guardiola. And he's well positioned here. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Robertson going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Added time.
Perez is firing after that one. Perez. Joelinton is having a shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. And it's half-time here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Travel information is currently being
Milan
displayed
are
on the
heading
screen.
into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. There's the start of the second half. And he's on a charge.
That was lovely, that.
Park Ji-sung. Now it's Pepe. Messi. Can he get it through? Look at the space here. Hazard, Messi, shot, surely! And he's following up. It's a goal. The second half off to a spectacular start. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Joelinton,
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's an imaginative pass. And he's intervened well there. Perez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Neither of these two want to come off second, but he's having a go! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
75 minutes played.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Can he finish? He scored! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for the moment.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Kaka. The final 5 minutes. And it's Joe Linton. Now that's well seen too. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that has left him in a heap. Kaka. And he's had a hit! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And that will be it. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Today's lottery numbers. Please
Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Yeah, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box, and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
That is not just about within shooting range. Oh, it's come loose. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Pepe. Knocks it into space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There's a sharp little ball here. And that's been drilled in. Thuram gets good distance on it. Rivaldo. Nicely weighted ball. That looks a good ball through. Cafu. Pires is herring after that one. No goals as yet. Cafu. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Cafu. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's picked out the run. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Pepe! Goal, man! And just like that, he's into double figures now. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Tries to play it through. He can get that clear. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Puyol cuts it out. Linton. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Defending of the desperate variety. Milan with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. Cafu stood his ground strong. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now then, the ball's come loose. Played in deep. Keeper has taken this acrobatic effort. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Looking for the run.
Added time.
Puyol. Linton. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitution.
And we're underway again.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Puyol. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No way through. Oh, played right into his path. Batistuta picks it up out wide. There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, smashing header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Cafu. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Batistuta. He's away! Well, that is one way to stop him.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And this is Perez. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Looking for a runner. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Pepe. Milan finding their passes. Kaká! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitution
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Played out wide. And that's it. Milan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
And now,
Kaká
please
voted
turn towards
man
the
of the
screen
match,
for a
and
special
deservedly so.
presentation featuring our guest performers today.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
Well, courage is a word that Steven Gerrard likes to use a lot. Never be afraid to have a go at it. He's certainly someone who's never afraid to, no matter what the situation.
Not even in the most dire of circumstances, and never more. It's Joelinton! And for a moment, time stood still. Not the most convincing of passes. Great vision. Azar. And it's Gerrard. And he's picked out the run. There's a no-nonsense tackle. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Cleared without complication. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Can he get it through? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now, can they get him away? Lewandowski, he's got away, and he's on... And a chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Number 20. Robert
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
That's a decent clearance. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Rashford. That is a great pick out. And this is Lewandowski. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Rashford. It's Lewandowski! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Kaka. For Joelinton. Milan finding their passes. Lewandowski. Now it's Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Joelinton. Passing is crisp and sharp.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's had it taken off him. Rodri. And it's half-time here. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game.
CCTV
it's easier said than done, as we know.
Safety.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. but they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
De Ligt. Guardiola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Pepe. Now it's Joelinton. Perez. And he's there to belt it away. Milan have reclaimed it. Kaká played out wide. Almost an hour gone. Tries a shot! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. The ball is on the spot, here we go. And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Oh, he's missed.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That is a brilliant interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hazard, and he's worked it through. That is good alertness. Kaká. Mbappe. And it's Kaká. Mbappe, a header! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Lewandowski. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a little off target. Hazard. Now it's Lewandowski. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, they could break here. Kaká stood his ground strongly. Could move up a gear here. And this is Lewandowski. Cafu gets over
There
and
will be 1
intercepts.
minute added time.
And that's that. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, ladies and
The fans have
gentlemen,
pulled out all the
welcome
stops to make this a
San Siro.
monumental occasion.
Milan against Milan.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So off we go then.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was his game, really. It makes defenders nervous.
Neymar! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling...
Chance, surely! Really well taken goal. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Michael Owen.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar. Joelinton. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Has a shot! Magnificent! About as smooth as it gets. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A case now of... It's Eto! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pepe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's fabulous. That has ended up... Neymar! No, he's missed it.
Neymar clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Cafu. Triol. For Joelinton. De Ligt. Now Costa Curta. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Owen. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, that's well spotted. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Joelinton. De Ligt gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's decided to go for it. And how did he not? And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
And the second half gets underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Good ball, good take. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Perez. Oh, cracking shot at goal! He scores! That could spell trouble. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Just cruising, they are cruising. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Milan are having a ball here.
The attendance for this match was
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Linton aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! Goal! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs.
Neymar! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And another try! Oh, terrific save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Milan with the corner, there first. Tries to get it clear. "75 minutes played. And this is Owen. Knocks it out wide. And that's aimed into the... He rises!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a lovely, neat pass. Great shapes to shoot! They've done it! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Let's a look and place it forward. And this is Eto'o. Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
There will be 5
It's a
minutes
decent
added
chance to
time.
counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. Owen gets into some space. Perez. He's a sharp little ball here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
And just
Well,
a
look,
quick
it was
reminder
very
today to
one-sided.
please
Their
drink
players didn't
responsibly.
turn up for the
Anyone
first
appearing
half, and
intoxicated or
then
behaving
it all
in an
went downhill.
inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these 2 sides get ready to lock
everybody,
horns.
and welcome
This
to
is
today's
football
match.
at its finest.
Milan against Rangers.
colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter.
Kaka! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Spread it left. Shevchenko, and he shoots! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he lines up a cross. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Tries to play it through. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Plays a sharp little ball here. And across it goes. Rijkaard gets it away. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Van Basten. That's good defending, very good defending. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Perez. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Kaka. No way through. Rijkaard. Bernardo Silva. Perez, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, nicely intercepted. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Baresi. De Ligt. Searching pass he's played there. Perez receives it in a wide position. Rijkaard. Scholes. Knocks it into space. Well, he's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Good ball over the top. That's the keeper's ball. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Perez. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement. Picked out brilliantly. Chance, surely! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got...
Gets the shot away! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Oh, how's that for a class finish? A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed...
It's Van Basten! Cafu. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. Oh, it's Van Basten. There's some great running on. He's having a go! Now, how often do you see that?
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Linton. Rangers are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Can he latch on to this? Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Now it's Pepe. Well, they've got it again. Great vision. He's got away. They're urging him to... And a shot! And yes, it's there! They're back within reach! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Rangers give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Hoisted in. And that's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the run. Great ball, and he tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
This is their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short.
There will be 5 minutes added
Out
time.
for a throw. Five minutes to add. Scholes. That's Gerrard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Lewandowski. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He has found a way through. He gets big. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other.
Hello, everybody.
How would you
and
summarise
good
what we've seen
announcement
today
now.
then,
We'd like
Jim?
to ask
Well,
you
the
all
look
to
on the
kindly
manager's
stay seated
face
during the
says it
match.
all. He
Thank you
knows
for your
he set his
cooperation.
attack up.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Guardiola totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one. Mbappe!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Mbappe! First quarter of an hour gone. Eze. Now it's Luis Suarez. Spread it left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Van der Vaart. Shapes to shoot! There it is! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Van der Vaart demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Decent chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
That's been cut out. Well played.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single...
And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's on it, can he get away? Great ball, and he's in here. It's Perez! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Oh, that's a key interception. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van der Vaart.
There will be 1 minute
We
added
are
time.
into stoppage time. Looking to go deep. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving your...
Oh, shooting chance! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckenbauer. It's Belletti. Brzezinski. And it's Belletti. And he's intervened well there. De Ligt. For Joelinton. And it's Kaka. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, red, nice interception. Brzezinski. Milan still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. That is a brilliant interception. And here's Mbappe. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Tries to pass it through. Kaká. Kaká! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And now the breakaway. Brzezinski. And the pass is intercepted. Joelinton. Now it's Kaka. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Kaka. Now this could be a chance. There's the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Good ball, good take. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Guardiola. That's really well manoeuvred. Eze. Cafu spots it and intercepts. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Kaka. Goes for a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Costa Curta makes the interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Saka. Now that's well seen too.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's an inviting looking ball that. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that is that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Kaka claiming the Man of the Match
Just a
award,
quick
and
announcement.
there
We'd
is
like
very
to
little
inform
room
you
for
that
argument.
CCTV is now in operation for your
How do you
safety.
look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team...
So guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Bye bye.